How's everybody doing today? We're continuing on our zodiac sign love readings for the month of October. And with this, we are working on Gemini. So, Spirit, give us what is going on for the Gemini collective in love. What is the energies, please? And Spirit is giving us only time will tell. So, Gemini, Spirit's not really going to give us a huge amount right up at the front to tell us what's going on with your love energy. It's probably because of the duality of your sign itself. You're always playing both sides of the equation. And with that, it seems like there's some communication blockage too. I feel it in the throat for you, Geminis. So let's see what Spirit wants to tell us for love within Geminis. What is the energies for love? And for those of you just joining, this is a collective reading for Geminis, the potential of love for the rest of this month. For Geminis, it may or may not resonate with you. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because this is a collective reading. If you're looking for your own personal reading, do reach out. So let's get on with what's going on with Gemini and love. So Spirit's saying, let love show you how to learn from each other, right? And so Spirit's giving you some clues on how we're going to get to that love that we want. And Spirit's also saying there's going to be some challenges, right? All soul connections come with challenges. But you begin to feel your heartbeat faster when you're close. So you're going to know when that person is becoming a little bit more close to you. Let's see if I can find a way to adjust this lighting a little bit so we can see the cards. It's just a very bright day. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, I think that's going to help us a little bit so we can see the cards. And bond, right? A love bond grows stronger over time. So Spirit's giving us a few little clues. So let's see what other clues we have for our Gemini folk here. So what does the month of October have in store for love? And we're pretty much through a good portion of the month of October. So if any of this does resonate, let me know in the comments. Spirit is giving us what we have, and it'll probably go towards the middle of November, because I'm going to start doing these every couple days, one zodiac sign. We'll see how people like it. If you like the format, let me know. If you don't, let me know that as well. Please do interact. And so Spirit's saying that you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment, right? And this is, how are we going to get to this love? Part of it's forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present, right? And Spirit is giving us that path. Got to heal some family issues. We got some family issues coming up, ready to be healed. However, this person that's coming in could be the one. You're going to be having a heart-to-heart conversation. But beware of codependency, right? And codependency is one of those things that I think every sign has. It's mostly around the feminine energy. And when I say feminine energy, it is not a gender issue. Energy is energy. Gender is gender. And when the feminine energy generally will have, and that's whoever has it, whether you're male or female, is generally going to have that space of codependency, of needing somebody to feel complete and whole. And that's a problem, because you're supposed to love yourself and find your wholeness within yourself. And as you find the wholeness within yourself, you will attract that love that you want, because you're not in a vibration of lack. Right? And for those of you who are, wanting to go into your healing process a little bit more, on the 10th of November, that's a Sunday, I'm going to be having a healing group session with my co-host, the angelic spiritual Susan. We're on usually on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Doing some card reads and stuff like that. We'll be on today's Sunday, be on in about an hour with her, and we'll answer some questions, do some collective reads and such. But we're gonna be doing that group healing, and it's going to be a combination of Reiki, light language, affirmations, meditation, cards of guidance. Usually runs around an hour, hour and a half. It's on Zoom, and it will be recorded so you can keep on using those energies over and over again. If you are interested in attending that group healing, please send either one of us a DM or an email. So with that, let's see what other energies for the Geminis we have. Spirit, what other love energies are around the Geminis? And for those of you also new to my reading style, I'm not going to tell you all these flowery stories about, what your person's doing or when they're coming in. We're just going to show you the energies around you, what you can take advantage of, and what's, potentially holding you back. These are the things that are helpful and useful. Not telling you some story that's, never coming true. I mean, I watch a lot of these online readers, and God bless them, they do a really good job of telling stories, but they're not really showing you how to get from A to B. And we're trying to, in where I'm a healer first, so I work on healing people. Card reading is the second thing that I do to help people to understand what it is they need to heal. And how do you do that? By understanding what's around you, what the energies are, and what's blocking you in getting to the place you want to be. So this reads a little different than you're going to see in most of the love reads. And again, let me know if you like the format, but this side is always going to be the side that's going to give you the challenges, I call it the hamster wheel of karma. And this side is going to tell you how to get from the hamster wheel of karma over to love. And this side is going to be how you're going to manifest that love that you're really looking for. And so Spirit's telling you right here, self-love, right? And so you Gemini folks, you're going to start to really have to start loving both sides of yourself. You have to get into that place of wholeness. And that's why time's going to take a little, it's only going to tell the shadow side. You made me really realize my flaws. And again, this is that healing space, right? Where you have to get within yourself and start to love even your shadows. And how do you love your shadows? By first acknowledging them and understanding what those triggers are that you're having. And as you understand your triggers, then you can go in and start to heal the situations, right? Secrets. I haven't told you everything, right? And you're going to be having a heart-to-heart conversation. So it's time for you to go within and really understand what it is that you haven't told. Take that mask off and get ready for that heart-to-heart conversation. Guilty. I feel pain from the damage I've caused. And, this is you and your person. If you were in a relationship and that person's going to come back, it may be that new person. We don't know yet, right? But you feel guilty from the damage, right? And why is that? Because you know that a lot of the conversations, a lot of the interactions were trauma-based, right? Because you haven't healed that shadow side. And so, you both had that trauma bond, so to speak, and so you're going to have that trauma experience. And so what you have to do is you have to let go of those secrets, go within yourself, get that love, and put some love to your shadow side. There's some unfinished business, right? And so this conversation may be able to clear that unfinished business up. So it's a healing conversation. We have too many different values, and this is one of the things that's holding you back, because you're not seeing the person for who they are. You're seeing the person for their values, for who they portray to be. And you know what? Sometimes you can have different values, but sometimes with an opposite, you actually have a chance to experience something different versus just experiencing yourself over and over again. So this is not always a bad thing. And unappreciated, I felt like you didn't care, right? And this is where you got into that codependency, right? Because you didn't feel they cared, but you were going to do anything you could to make them care, because it was more about how not to be alone than it was to be, in a relationship where you're honest and vulnerable. And so let's see what we have, Gemini. We're going to look at our blocks, right? So Spirit, give me the 2 or 3 major blocks that's going on in the Gemini collective right now that's preventing them from getting to the love that they really would like to be at. So Spirit, let me get those blocks. All right. So Spirit Space, and this is one of the more powerful reads for anybody who's looking to get their own personal one, and that's what's blocking me in love, right? And why is it one of the more powerful? It's probably one of the cheapest ones I have as well. It's because it shows you what you need to work on, and then you can actually start to solve what it is that's keeping you from that space of love, that love that's going to stay around, not the one that's going to be fleeting and gone. And awareness is what breeds healing, and healing breeds the true love that you're looking for $10. I think it's less than the price of coffee at Starbucks, and you can get an amazing amount of information which can help you move into your healing journey. So changing them, trying to change somebody never works. Accept them as they are or move on. And this is a big one in all the collectives. And why is that? Because we try to change somebody into what we perceive we want, right? And once you try to change somebody for you, or even if you try to change yourself for them, that's very, shall we say, unhealed, because you're trying to mimic somebody else. So you're not being you, and you're trying to ask somebody else to mimic what you want, which is not being true to them. Now, change is good. Change is good when you choose to change for yourself, for your own reasons, not for, well, this person's going to love me more because I'm now changing this. No, you need to change it because you're going to love yourself more, because you're going to act in a more healed and healthy way. You're not going to change yourself for somebody else, and you should never ask anybody else to change you as well. And too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. And this is another common one, right? Why? Because we like to just kind of do a full brain dump and then just get it all out. But you have to take the time to truly speak and listen, so that your conversation is actually a conversation, not just a lecture, right? And a lot of us try to lecture and just say, this is what I want, pop, 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 pop. And then, person's like, oh, hey, hold on there, Nelly, and hold back a little bit. And so try to not reveal all your secrets, just drop your drawers all at once, right? Try to, ease into it a little bit, into a slow dance, rather than, hey, let's just drop the drawers and, get on with it. That's just never healthy. And so now that we know what our blocks are, let's try to get some advice from our future higher self as to, what is it that we can do that will, help us on our path, that healing, to get to that heart-to-heart conversation, to get to that one that could be the one, because it's there in the offing, right? So we have that energy that we want in the offing, but we have to get to that place. How do you get to that place? And your spirit is saying, know whatever decision you made was the right one, right? And so that's forgiveness for yourself, and we see that, up here. And at the same time, following your heart will lead you to the right things, right? And again, get out of the lust, get out of everything, get out of your head, and really feel what your heart wants to say, not what your head wants to say, because your head is what's driving you in the wrong direction, because you're overthinking everything. So those are your advice from your higher self. And so with that, let's get some timing. And when we ask for timing, we ask for possibilities. We don't try to lock and control spirit into how they're going to deliver it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to ask for what's the possibility of this, when this heart-to-heart conversation will be coming in with that person that could be the one. And right away, Spirit says, stop waiting. Right? And why is Spirit saying stop waiting? Because you're not taking action on yourself. And first step to getting what you want is to put one foot in front of the other, as Rusty said. And you need to stop the waiting and take the action on your healing, because as you start to take the action on your healing, then this is going to help you attract what you want. And what else? Spirit, can you give us more timing? And Spirit saying, stop obsessing. And if you do, next year, right? And so what does all this mean? It basically means start working on yourself, stop obsessing about the other person, and stop waiting for your healing. And if you do, by next year, we're coming on next year pretty soon. We're ready, in November almost, so we've got a couple months. So the potential is sometime within the next year that you can get this conversation. So stop waiting, stop obsessing about your person, and start working on yourself. And so with that, that is my love reading for Gemini for the month of October. Please let me know if this resonates. I'm feeling it in my throat, which means that a lot of you are having communication issues. In order to do that, you have to clear out your throat chakra. You can go to do some healing over at my channel on YouTube, Silver Fox Spiritual, where I have a whole bunch of light language healings, specifically around the chakras and stuff like that. They're all for free. If you feel like you want your own personal light language, price is up on the screen right now. Same with personal readings. Personal readings are, very transformational because they can tell you, what's going on in your energies, and at the same time, how do you pivot, so to speak, to get into that full place that you really want to be. This healing's not an easy process. It's not a fast process, but awareness is the key to anything. Once you're starting to be aware of the energies around you and also some of the things that are blocking you, then you can start to take action, not for anybody else but yourself. With that, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. If you do want your own reading, please do reach out. And at the same time, if you feel the need to really move into your healing journey, the Twin Flame Portal, the 1111 portals, the Twin Flame, Love, Divine Counterparts, Divine Soulmates, that portal's coming up. And I have a group healing going on with my partner, Spiritual Susan. It'll be on the 10th of November. It'll be on Zoom. It will be donation based, less than the price of couple cups of coffee at Starbucks to make it affordable for everybody. And it will be light language. It's going to be Reiki. It's going to be meditation. It's going to be affirmation. And also we're going to give some cards of guidance for the, coming the rest of the year. And because it's recorded, you don't have to be there in person if you can't make the time frame. And also at the same time, you can rewatch it over and over again and still get a lot of the benefits of the healing. So with that, have a great day. If you're around in the next half hour or so, I'm going to be going live. This, if you're watching it live on Zoom, or I'm sorry, on TikTok. On Sunday, it's around 9:30 right now at my time. At 10 a.m., I do go live with my co-host, Spiritual Susan, and we do answer questions, and we can do some smaller reads as well while we're online. So thank you, everyone. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe, and donations are greatly appreciated. Have a great day. Cheers.